Actually, I get asked quite a lot to make what's in my gadget bag quite often, and this is a bag. I'm not actually going anywhere, but I've packed it full of things that I would take if I was going away for a weekend, maybe recording videos, or maybe going around a friend's house and I want a load of tech with me. This bag is full of all the things I would take with me. Outside of the bag itself is actually a new little vlogging camera from Sony. This is the A6400. This is a fairly new camera. It's an 18 to 135 lens. Actually has fairly good audio. Is a good vlogging camera, as you can see. I can do the vlog. One of the bigger problems with other Sony cameras, the A7 III, which is a huge tech YouTuber camera, a lot of people use it, doesn't have a flip out screen, but this you can flip out as much as you want. It's pretty cool. But first of all, in the first pocket here, we've got the Pixel 3a. I've just done a video on this. If you want to see my review or unboxing, there's card annotations to that. Spending a bit more time with it at the moment just to get more impressions from it, and actually I kind of like the phone. It's quite nice and light and really good for my social media and taking pictures and things like that, because the Pixel camera is great. So yeah, Pixel 3. Okay, next up is this. We'll talk about more of this later, but this is a USB adapter from Hutu. It's got everything you need. So it's got SD card slot, 3 USB ports, HDMI, and a charging USB-C in. So you can just use one USB-C connection and you can charge it, use power, all the rest of it. It's a really good adapter. I'll link to it down in the description. That's all from the front. So this first compartment here is all of my cables, chargers, all that kind of stuff. So MacBook Pro USB-C entanglement. We also have a cable for something else, which I'll get to in a little bit. I've got a really nice USB-C hard drive. It's not a super fast hard drive. It is purely just for storage. I really like the design of it. It's actually a Porsche design one. Obviously, probably paid more than I should have done for this just for the logo, but I didn't buy it because it said Porsche in it. I bought it because it was a very minimalist hard drive that looks really nice, especially on a desk if you're using it all the time. It just looks really clean. Got a USB-C charger. I actually don't really need this because we've got the other one from the MacBook, but I like to have a small one just in case I'm using that for the MacBook and I also need to charge my phone. So I've got a little USB charger here with the UK connector, which everyone finds weird, and anything else that's not this I find weird. Got a USB-C to USB-A cable here, which is really nice. It's like this braided kind of cable finish. It's just a cheap one I found on Amazon. Again, I'll link to it in the description if you want to pick it up, but I just really like the fact it's textured and doesn't get quite as tangled as the other stuff. And the last thing from the first or second pocket, I should say, is a power bank. You can't go anywhere without a power bank. It's really, really useful. This has USB-C, it has USB-A, has a little indicator on the side, as you can see, to show you how much power you've got left. And it's really compact, it's really small, it's heavy, but it doesn't take a lot of space up in the bag. It's not bulky, and it's 20,000 milliamps, so it will last you a good weekend or some really intense heavy usage, which I'll talk about in just a moment. Getting into the main compartment now, we've got my Nintendo Switch. I've got a little carrier case here. This is the official Nintendo one. But yeah, this is my little Nintendo Switch. I'm currently playing Cuphead, which is a lot of fun. I love me some Cuphead. The fact it's on the Nintendo Switch is awesome. It plays great. If you love Cuphead and you have a Nintendo Switch, you should definitely buy it, even if you've played it, because it is a great platformer on the go. Just love it. Also got a Nintendo Switch controller for when I want to go hardcore on Cuphead. Probably the most unique thing in my tech bag. Everything else is fairly generic. Chargers, cameras, Pixel device. But this is the wireless, My Passport wireless. Store all your files on here and access them wirelessly without having to plug in any cables, which is huge. And the really awesome thing about this, it has an SD card slot. So you can plug in an SD card slot from the camera, for example, plug it into here. It will automatically transfer all the files onto the hard drive and you can access them from, your laptop, your computer. It's all on one hard drive. It takes power. The battery lasts for ages. And like I said, once you've got a power bank, this thing is like a wireless hard drive that just lasts forever. So it's not super fast. You're not going to get insane speeds connecting to it and downloading files, but for just backup, pictures and things like that, this is great. Being able to access it from your phone. So if I take a really nice picture with lots of, depth of field, blurriness in the background, or a really nice shot with the camera, I can take out the SD card, plug it in here, and I can access the photo on my phone without having to use my computer or anything like that. It's just I can purely go out in the field with 3 things, and it's great. Now, what tech bag wouldn't be complete without some Sony headphones? These are the Sony MX-1000. I think that's right. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'll correct myself in the description. But these are wireless headphones, Bluetooth headphones that have insane audio quality, great noise cancellation, and also noise amplification, which is weird because when you put headphones on, you kind of can't hear anything. So if you're walking to work or you're commuting and you want to be able to hear traffic, or when someone talks to you, you can actually turn on a feature that when sound is around you, it will play it through the headphones, so you can still hear what's going on around you. So you still get the great quality of audio from the music, but also you can hear what's around you. And also it has the normal sort of noise cancellation that you would normally find on sort of headphones. I think a lot of people are starting to switch to these over Bose. So yeah, it's interesting. And the only problem I have, you can't have Bluetooth on the Nintendo Switch. Almost at the end here, we've got my favorite Xbox controller. Now, you'd be surprised how many times I've been caught short because I don't have a controller. Maybe I go around a friend's house and they want to play on their PC, or I go to a LAN and someone forgets their controller. I always bring an extra one, and this is just my favorite one. Also, I just wanted to show this to you a little bit as well. Latest controller, I believe. They have insane designs. I much prefer an Xbox controller over a PlayStation controller. Let me know what camp you fall into in the comment section. I'll do a poll, actually. So vote in the poll and let me know whether or not you're an Xbox controller fan or a PlayStation controller fan. Whether or not you play on PS. Like, I play more on PlayStation, but I prefer the Xbox controller. So if I can, I always use the controller from Xbox. But this one is insane. It's kind of half tone, clear and white. It just looks amazing. I love it, and it's just fantastic. Okay, this next one is pretty huge. It is a wireless 4G dongle. Also why the power bank 200 milliamp is so important. This allows you to, you know, on your phone and you can tether data. Well, I've got a SIM plan that is purely just for this device. Sets up a little Wi-Fi router, connects to 4G, and everyone, maybe your phone, your laptop, your tablet, your Nintendo Switch, can all connect to this, be online wherever you go, as long as you've got a cellular connection. And it is great, it's awesome. Again, USB connection to power it, so I use power bank to keep it nice and juiced up. But yeah, it's a great little device. It's really lightweight, so it doesn't add to the bulk of the bag. Okay, last but not least, which is one of my favorite things about this bag, the straps actually go over this, so you have to kind of flip the straps back on themselves to actually get access to this, which is really important when I'm commuting to big cities and things, and I don't want someone to quickly pinch my laptop out of my bag, which would be devastating. Here we have my Macbook Touch Bar. I love Apple products. This laptop's actually really, really great. One of the reasons why I love this laptop over X1 here, my Thinkpad X1, which has got a great keyboard on it, and I use when I'm at home. This actually has no vents on the bottom. The intakes are along the side, which might sound like a small thing, but when you're at home and you're putting your laptop on your lap, I don't understand why more manufacturers don't do a design like this, because you cover up the vents and the laptop doesn't get a chance to cool. So I always have this on my lap when I'm sat on the sofa, or I put it on a bed, for example. But having the vents on the side is huge to let me just continue to work on the laptop without worrying about it getting hot or anything like that. So, okay, one last little thing before I forget. I almost walked off set there. This is actually a really useful dongle. This is a USB-C to USB-A adapter. It's great for plugging into your phone or plugging into other devices. It comes with the Pixel phone, and I've used it for so many other things. It's just great. So I don't know if you can buy this, but there's probably thousands of models of this, and you can probably buy it really cheap. But it's a great little device to have in this. Everybody loves USB-C, but nobody wants to convert all the way, so this is a great little device just in case, you know. So that's everything in my tech bag, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed this video, thumbs it up, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.